I like to think I'm normal about Chris Colfer. I mean, he plays one of my favorite Glee characters of all time. Not my favorite, though. Mercedes Jones ratios everyone once again. I've read exactly one of his books. I fell a little too hard into the Chris Colfer rabbit hole. Not Chris Colfer, I'm talking about Chris X Colfer. And I came out of that rabbit hole mostly just confused. I met him in real life. I gave him a mediocre painting. I was completely normal about our interaction afterwards, and I still am. We're in the same Instagram group chat. For some reason, I'm not some kind of crazy fan. He's just some guy. He's not even my favorite Glee actor. Amber Riley ratios the entire cast. Amber Riley, I love you. I have a few online mutuals who like that man a lot more than I do. A lot of people online in general like that man a lot more than I do. For instance, my Tumblr mutual Daisy Chain Demon would occasionally DM me any interesting news about Mr. Colfer, for I'm not super in the know about his current whereabouts. July 2024. There's a storm in Texas, and my power was out for, I'm not kidding, like an entire week, and I couldn't use Tumblr. When I know, so sad for me. But when I got my power back eventually, I see that my mutual DM'd me that Chris might be in this new movie, The Restoration at Grayson Manor. I don't know, I've never heard of it, and I don't care. Playing a character named Boyd, not a real name. That's not real, I don't care. In January 2025, news about Chris Colfer possibly being in a new movie is confirmed with one singular photo. I became obsessed with this photo. There's something about it, I don't know, I just think he looks so beautiful. And I became so obsessed that I made a Glee OC based off him, and I shipped him with this other Glee OC that was based off a Gajinka of Blue from Rio. It was a different time, don't worry about it, whatever. And then I forgot about it all because I became obsessed with wrestling. Throughout 2025, my mutual would DM me updates about the movie, questioning when it would come out. And throughout 2025, my sibling, Eden, would consistently try to convince me that Chris Colfer would have full frontal nudity in the film. Did I believe this? No. But so much time went by, and Eden kept saying it. I started to worry. After months of no new information, I high-key started to lose hope about this movie coming out. Like, we have one photo of this indie film and no trailer and no promotion. There's no way this movie's gonna be anywhere at all, you know what I mean? And if it is, it'll probably be somewhere in like New York, or like a film place like California or Ireland where it was filmed, or somewhere in Europe, Not general area I live in Texas, do you know what I mean? August 14th, the day after Eden's birthday. I wake up to a DM from my mutual. The movie is coming out. It's real. And it's premiering in Texas? Not just in Texas, Austin. And who just happens to be transferring and moving to UT Austin? Eden. It's premiering at this film festival at the original Alamo Drafthouse, and you need a badge to see the films. The badges? Hundreds of dollars. I began to give up. Like, I'm not spending $200 to see one movie that has an actor I kind of like. Me and Eden are broke college students. Like, that is not worth it. We're not doing that. But after checking the frequently asked questions on their website, we can see this movie. There were 2 dates for this movie. Sunday, September 21st at 5:20, and Tuesday, September 23rd at 11:10. Plan A. Go to Austin with Eden on Sunday morning, hang out for a few hours, and then loiter outside the theater until we get in. If not that, then plan B. Go back home and then go back to Austin Tuesday evening after class, hang out for a few hours with Eden, and then loiter again outside the theater until we get in, and stay the night at Austin. If neither of those work, I'll just waste my own and everyone's time to see some fuck-ass Chris Colfer movie, and I'll cry about it. Time ticked down. The day drew closer and closer. I had a great Saturday. Me and Eden painted our nails together, and that was my wrestling pay-per-view, and it was really fun. I got to see men arch their backs on tacks. My fave lost her belt, but it was awesome. My little goat boy came back after a long hiatus. I sat there and wondered about what was to come. Could I have 2 great days in a row? Or was this a sign that the next day would be absolutely shitty? Sunday, September 21st, 2025. At 8 a.m., me and Eden got dressed and started our journey. We stopped by our local Kroger and got some beverages, and Eden got some ramen. Celsius, what's it called?
I've only tried one Celsius. So let's try this one.
Rate out of 10.
Like a 6. It's an energy drink.
Oh my god, Jesus. We turned on our stupid theater kid music and began our 2-hour-long drive from wherever I live to Austin. For lunch, we went to Cava and got free food because our cousin works there. Sorry for the bad angle. I don't have a better angle. Okay. We're gonna make bingo cards. Jesus. For our predictions for the movie, okay? 9 squares.
How do you do that?
Girl, like a fucking tic-tac-toe.
2, 3, 4. So 4 lines.
Bro doesn't know how to make a bingo. Okay. For my middle one, for my free space, it's gonna be Chris Colfer, bad Irish accent.
My middle is gonna be Chris Colfer frontal nudity.
Okay, that should be a free space, idiot.
This is a free space.
Okay, that was one of mine, okay? I'm not gonna say full frontal, I'll say Chris Colfer nudity, because I might see his ass and I'm kind of scared. I put sheep was one of mine.
Oh, that's good.
Freaky hand sex.
I'm gonna put POC person dies first.
That's a good
I
one.
should have put that in the middle.
That's a good one. Shit, I literally
I have one that hand detaches during sex.
Wait, hand what?
Detaches?
During sex? You can put that.
Like halfway in his butt or something.
And it's like flailing around.
Oh, I'm gonna put random song that's really good and we know we can't listen to it again.
No, you know what? I'm gonna put something that's like kind of the opposite. I'm gonna say popular song they spent a lot of money on.
I'm gonna say millennial versus Gen Z joke.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'll say Darren Criss cameo. This is a far-fetched one, so
I'm gonna say some kind of Glee reference.
I'll say Darren Criss / Glee cameo / reference. Yeah, whatever. Shameless book plug.
Ooh, this.
What do Irish people do?
I'll say lots of gore / blood. I don't know like how much. I want to say like it gets to the like point of like campy, like the substance to like the blood. That's my prediction.
I'm gonna say water sports.
What? Wait, why? What? What's happening, bro? Literally.
I'll say Chris dies at the end.
No, I'm gonna say the opposite. I'm gonna say the mother dies at the end.
Because they always have to kill the gay character, you know?
No, but like this is like a gay film, so I think the
care.
evil homophobic mom's is gonna die. What else?
Oh, you need one more. I'm already filled out.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I'm gonna say. This takes place in like modern time, right? I think. I'm gonna say TikTok reference.
Ooh, that's good. Why is my bingo the evil version of yours?
We drove over to UT Austin so Eden could give me a tour of the campus, and it was not worth it. We loitered in some empty classroom for a bit, and then we walked over to the clock tower because Eden wanted to show me like all the way at the tippy top, and you could see like the Capitol building and stuff, so I was pretty excited. That door, locked. But whatever, we persist. Next, we walked over to the turtle pond and I harassed the turtles with my Chris Colfer furry photo card. Afterwards, we walked into one of the empty lecture halls and drew on the chalkboard a bit. And then we walked over to the fine arts area to see if I liked the campus. Will I transfer to UT Austin after community college? Well, I have no idea because that door was locked. That's fine. Let's just walk over to the library because Eden likes to study there. Or what's that? The library is also locked? Was it our fault for not checking if the buildings were open on a Sunday? Yes, but I'm still mad about it. I was sweaty and tired and my back hurt and I was low-key high-key in pain. If I can't see this damn movie, what was all this walking for? We headed all the way back to get boba. My foot genuinely started to hurt, so I was limping on our way to Gongcha. There was one worker and 10 people in front of us. So we ordered and I sat down and rested while Eden waited for our drinks. I checked Tumblr and my mutual DMs me that there are poppers in the movie. So me and Eden add a bonus to our bingo cards. After our small break, we then walked past the Church of Scientology to the co-op store where Eden got this dumb monkey keychain, which we lovingly named Boyd Grayson. Finally, we headed back to the car, at last, to start the real journey. 4:11 p.m. We arrive at the theater and it is high-key packed. My anxiety starts to set in. There are people all over the place, most with badges, talking, smoking, standing in line, taking photos. Me and Eden are confused for like 5 minutes, just standing outside. So we go in and talk to the lady at the register, and she tells us we need to wait in the line outside. There are like 50 people in that line. We join in the line and just wait, kind of getting worried. Other people join us in line. One guy goes, "Can I smoke here?" Probably because the area we're standing in is like the entrance of the parking lot, but not quite fully in the parking lot. And the other guy goes, "I don't care, just don't blow it in my face." And we're eavesdropping and they're talking, and we find out one of the guys is like from Los Angeles, California, and like, what are you doing here? It kind of hits me and Eden at that point that all of these people have like full-time jobs and are passionate about films and are coming to Fantastic Fest to see movies, while me and Eden are college students with no money who just want to see Chris Colfer full frontal nudity. I'm losing hope. The thing is, a lot of the people in the lines have badges, so I don't know if that means anything.
But they also might not be seeing the movie worse.
That's the thing. I'm gonna check what's playing, so I'm gonna see like, please God, give me a chance. Please. There are 4 other movies for our movie that are like, or like the 4 is already on, but
4:45 also.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So
It's really 5 movies.
there's like 5 opportunities. So I guess we wait. I mean, we're an hour early.
We are an hour early.
So if they're like, oh, it's time for the movie, we'll probably be like up in line.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Like 5 minutes go by when the fucking fire alarm goes off. The guy smoking just books it. He runs away. If there was a fire, all of us would die because none of us moved from our spots in line. The fire alarm goes off for, I'm not even kidding, like 30 minutes, and it is blaring in our ears. What? Okay, so I don't know if you can hear me, people, but a lady just came up to us and asked us what movie we wanted to see, and we said our movie, and then there were 4 people ahead of us. So hopefully, maybe like, I don't know if that was for people who don't have badges, because we visibly do not have badges, but hopefully we get in. I'm tired of standing, so I sit on the floor and draw for a bit. The alarm eventually turns off and some like firemen come, and we move up in line eventually. The reality of the situation is starting to set in for me, and I kind of become dead inside because I'm like, oh God, I'm not gonna be able to see this movie. Some guy with a film camera is like filming the line, and I don't know if I'm in the shot, but if that video is out there, you can see me visibly depressed and empty standing in the line, just dead. By 5:15, there's like 15 people in front of us. Yes, we're closer to the front of the line, but our movie's about to start. If There are like 2 seats left. We're obviously not going to get in. A worker comes out and calls, I need 5 badge holders for the restoration at Grayson Manor. 5 people go. I start to feel genuinely sad over this stupid movie. I've wasted so much time to see this movie and I won't even get in. I check Tumblr and my Tumblr mutual DMs me that the theaters are sold out. I'm like really dead inside at this point and I begin to type out, I don't think we're gonna be able to get in, girl. But then Eden looks over my shoulder and tells me not to send that message. So I delete it. The worker lady comes back out. I need 5 more people. 7 people in front of us raise their hands. The first 4 go.
One more, go ahead.
The other 3 people in front of us put their hands down. I get in. She leads me and the 4 other people to Theater 9. As I walk in, the director is like talking at the front and I'm like standing in the middle of the aisle blocking everyone's view, looking for a free seat. I later found out that that was the theater with the writers and actors and stuff. There's a chance Chris Colfer saw my dumbass, but I did not see him because I was not looking in the crowd for him. The lady turns to me and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, sweetie. I thought there was another seat. I'll take you to the other theater. So we walk back to Theater 2 and I get some free complimentary water. And the lady like turns to the volunteer standing outside the theater and it's like, oh, let her in. And they just let me inside. No one asks me to pay for a ticket or anything. And no one tells me where to sit. At the front there was a projection from the other room of the director talking. The entire front row of that theater is practically free, so I decide to sit there. A man comes in and is like, hi, can I get you anything? For context, at Alamo Draft House, someone comes up to you and like gets your food order at your seat and then brings you the food at your seat. But like I'm in such a state of shock that I'm like seeing this movie that I'm just like, no. A few minutes go by and the 3 people in front of us in line come and sit down. Some white guy sits down next to me and I have a free seat to my right. I wait for Eden to show up, but they never do. I later found out that I could have told a volunteer that I was with someone and there was a free seat and they could have gotten Eden, but whatever. I didn't know that. I would have done that if I knew, but I didn't. So I'm sitting here for free with my lukewarm water by myself. And my movie begins. I watch the restoration at Grayson Manor. Okay, the original plan for this part of the video was to recap the entire film while I told Eden the entire plot in the car, but to be honest, that's boring. It would have been 40 minutes long, and I don't want to tell you the entire plot of this movie. I don't want to just mansplain to you what happened, because even if I do, you won't know what happened. You didn't experience it. I want you to watch this shit for yourself. I want you to fully experience this. Sure, the movie isn't out publicly anywhere at the time that this video is being made, but I hope that one day it will be. For this part of the video, I will be talking about certain parts of the movie. I will not cover every single point. Skip to this timestamp if you do not want any spoilers at all.
Give me a genuine rating. Out of 10. 10 being
Out
the
of
best,
10?
10 being the worst.
Low-key, like 8 or 9. Low-key, my 4th favorite movie of all time, but I'm really bad at like liking movies. So you can't like trust me. Okay, don't tell anyone this. They didn't ask me to pay. So I watched this movie free. God is good all the time, and all the time.
Well, not for
God
me,
is good
but it's okay.
to me. Jesus Christ, guys, that was. I'm gonna throw up. I can't believe that happened to me. I'm in such a state of shock. I can't believe. I'm so shocked. Oh my God. I'm like,
Did you see Chris Colfer?
No, I did not. Firstly, I know you're all probably wondering, is there Chris Colfer nudity? The answer is no. We see his arms 1 inch above his knee and some of his chest hair. We get quote unquote sex, I guess. As in Boyd gives a guy poppers and unzips his fly, and then later on Boyd gets jerked off and we get hashtag Chris Colfer moaning MP3, but we'll get into that in a bit.
I want you
Let me check off the ones on your...
check off mine, and then first of all,
I lost the fucking cap to my pen. I don't know where it went. Someone ate it, bro.
Well, I just check it off, and then I want to like look at both.
Okay. You got one point.
Random.
Okay.
Wait, I want to see yours. No water sports? Are you serious?
Okay. So the one Eden.
No, Chris Colfer frontal nudity.
Okay. So the one I put for Eden is what?
Random song that is so good for no
The
reason.
thing is, the soundtrack in general is really good. I can't name a specific song, but the soundtrack went hard. The ones that I checked for mine are Chris Colfer Bad Irish Accent. That was a free space. Some kind of Glee reference. When I say that, I mean that it was like he was like there's like a musical arc. Like Boyd was really passionate about piano, so I'm like, okay, that counts in my head. Lots of gore and blood, and also I got the bonus. He did not top necessarily, but it was implied. I don't know if you'll like it. That's the thing. It's like a movie I would like. I want to say it's like, I can't think of anything similar.
So, after you say the whole
The thing
plot,
is, it gets good, low-key.
I really liked the opening scene of this movie. And you're probably like, oh, you only like it because it's that one photo and Chris Culver has a leather harness on. So what? I like it. I like him wearing the dress with the shark slippers. I think it's really cute.
And then it cuts off to the next morning, and there's like moving people and stuff.
no sex?
Listen! And then he like, so it's like the day after. His mom's like, oh, what the fuck is this? And the trade is like, who is this? Because Boyd told him that his mom died. And he's like, oh, that's my mother. And then he's like, I thought you said your mom died. You can fully see this guy's, what's it called? Flaccid penis, okay? Penis, not Chris's. Okay, great.
Oh, so you saw a flaccid penis?
Yeah, it was flaccid penis. Where's Chris Colfer dick? Okay, anyway. They're arguing. They're like, nah. The movers, they're like moving shit. I don't know what the fuck they're moving for. Like a glass like thing like falls from the side of the balcony because they're like standing like in front of like this like upstairs area, and it falls. And like it like shatters, and there's like a piece of glass about to fall. Boyd goes like, mother, and then he pushes his mom out of the way. His hands get chopped off clean.
Nah,
And like there's blood like spurting on her face, and she's like, ah, and he's like, ah, and it's like shooting out of his arms. And then it cuts to the guy. The guy was still there because he's like following them around. He's like, can I leave? But he gets like a glass shard in his head, and he's like dead on the floor. It's literally teeth. Then
is the guy white?
yes. So I know I was about to say a person of color does die. Okay.
Wait, and then you should have marked that one.
You said first.
God damn it.
Yep.
whatever.
You can't count
Were
that.
any butt plugs?
No. Okay.
What?
There was a water sports eater.
Is this even kink?
It was not. Then cuts to the title. Says the restoration of Grayson Manor. It has Boyd's not decapitated. His hands on the floor, just covered in blood, and they're still screaming in the background. So that's the opening scene. Okay.
The cast of this movie is absolutely gorgeous. They are really pretty people. Shout out to all of them. My favorite character would have to be Claudia. Gosh, she deserved so much better. Get my girl out of here. Literally let her out. I feel so bad. She dies in the end, which we'll get into in a bit, but damn, I wish she lived. And I know that's not the point of the movie. The point of the movie was she was gonna die, and she just trapped all these crazy people, but oh, I wish she lived. Shout out to the actress girl. You are so pretty and great at acting. It's actually crazy. I love my weird girls. # justice for Claudia. But before I get into other parts of the movie, we must talk about the white liquid. This is by far my stupidest takeaway from this movie. And I don't know if my feelings are positive or negative, but I must talk about it.
But Boyd is like drugged because he's like they put like a anesthesia or whatever. He's drugged, and he has a dream that he's like his mother comes in his room,
dream sequences.
and he's like I am thirsty, and his mom's like, oh, you're thirsty? She takes a baby bottle of milk and puts it in his mouth and like forces him to drink it, and he's like, what the? And then it's like, what? And then he wakes up. So we cut to Claudia, my girl. She's just in her room. She opens a box. It has a frog, like a toad in it. First of all, she's looking at like old photos of her and her fiance. Apparently, Claudia, she used to have a fiance, but then like there was like an accident and her fiance died. Okay? Ooh. So
She looks at this toad. She's like looking at the photo, then she's like sad. Then she gets the toad. She goes up to the mirror. She like holds the toad and starts like massaging it aggressively, and she's like mumbling. I tried to hear what she was saying. I couldn't hear. And then it like the toad like throws up like white liquid onto the mirror, and then she's like, okay. So it's like a flip-flop scene, okay? So Claudia takes like when the liquid dries on the mirror, she scrapes it off with a razor into a crack pipe and smokes it.
What the fuck?
I don't know what that means. Is this like a drug? I'm sorry, I don't do drugs, so like I don't know if this is a real thing.
Claudia, what the fuck?
She's losing her mind a little. So what's the other scene that's happening simultaneously with this? You heard that right, folks. Boyd is getting jerked off by Lee. He's jerking it, a lot of moaning. I was like, okay, yay, but then like I got to the point where I'm like, this is a little too much moaning.
I need to see this scene.
Okay. And then boom, there's cum. Chris Colfer, that's right, he comes. Lee is just holding his semen, and I'm like, what's with all the white liquid? Literally, there's like, you can see his cum. It's obviously not real. I'm not saying that was his real cum, obviously not, but he's just holding it, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, what do I do with this? And he's like, should I get a towel? Or like, Chris is like, just use your shirt or something. Not Chris, Boyd is like, just use your shirt. So he like wipes down his shirt.
I should have looked it up.
It cuts to the scene of the doctor. He's like putting the skin on the hands, and I'm like, no, I want my fucking robot hands. And like he's dipping the like skin stuff in like this like milky substance. I'm like, what's with all this damn cum? What's happening? Is this cum, or am I tripping? I'm actually like going. Don't look at that. I'm like, did he like cum? Like, was that, because why is there so much milky substances in this movie?
I love that.
If you don't like milky substances, don't watch this movie. Reconnection. The hands are finally finalized. Bloop, bloop. They put it on Boyd, okay? Right.
Fuck them hands. I'm sorry, but go.
And like the hands, when Boyd's like looking at his hands, and it's like when he moves his phalanges or whatever, it starts making like wet noises. I'm like, it's the cum. The cum is haunting me. The cum is literally haunting the narrative. Anyway, but there's like a scene where he's like looking at his.
Don't say the cum is haunting the.
It is. It really is.
Anyway, I thought Boyd and Lee were gonna have some cheesy romance, but I'm glad they didn't. When Lee first showed up, I was like, ugh, this is gonna be the fucking love interest, boo. Because I don't come to the Restoration at Grayson Manor to see a lovey-dovey gay movie. I don't come here to see fucking Heartstopper. I come to this movie to see blood and gore. And then midway through the movie, I was like, wait, they're kind of cute. They're like slow dancing and stuff, and they kiss. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute. And then Lee betrays him, and I got offended because I know the whole point is like, oh, I trusted Lee, but like, I didn't trust him at first. So I'm mad that I actually got tricked into caring about their romance when I originally hated it. Okay, looking at the tags for this movie, is it queer? Yes. Are there beautiful men? Yes. And women, might I add. But they are lying to me when they tag their movie as kinky. Wearing leather, poppers, a flaccid penis, and a hand job is not kinky, right? Like, where's the piss play? I'm not trying to see piss play, but like, it's not kinky. Like, am I a pervert? Am I a pervert for expecting more beyond Chris Colfer moaning MP3? Like, where's the gimps? Where's the where's the water sports? I'm sorry for actively mentioning the piss play joke. Whatever, Ida started it. But like, there isn't anything remotely kinky in this film, in my opinion. Like, I guess it makes sense. One, Chris Colfer is a children's book author and would not be having fake kinky sex on my telescreen. And two, Lee turns out to just be using Boyd, and it makes sense that he wouldn't do anything crazier than a hand job. But still, come on. They didn't even use the hands for kinky sex. I feel like when it comes to like the whole plot of the movie with like detachable hands, your movie's tagged as kinky. I'm expecting some crazy sex involving these robot hands. And I feel like that was a missed opportunity, in my opinion. The death scenes in this movie were awesome. I live for this kind of shit. John gets a piece of glass through his head when Boyd's hands get chopped off, and it's really gnarly. Lee gets choked out by the hands. Claudia gets her womb and intestines squeezed and squashed and destroyed by the hands. And the doctor, like, gets his spinal cord or esophagus or tongue ripped out of his mouth by the hands. I apologize. I do not know what it was because I looked down when I was writing my notes. Then when I looked back up, something was just ripped out of his mouth. I think it was his spinal cord, the more that I think about it, but I don't know. I love how the film ended. I was thinking either the mom was gonna die and Boyd would be quote unquote free or move away, or Boyd was gonna die and the mom would just be like evil and shit, but it was actually neither. And thank God, because either one of those, especially the Boyd lives and is free one, would have been so corny and predictable. Both of them live with everyone around them dying, basically showing that Boyd and his mom will forever be trapped in this cycle of hating each other, hurting those around them, and never escaping. And I like that. I like that they're both shitty and whiny and petty. I wasn't expecting that. And looking back, it does make sense because they're both really bad people. I like that ending. It was cool. If I had to compare this film to others, I would say I don't have enough film knowledge to properly do that. But the closest thing I can think of, the more I think about it, is maybe like Psycho? You know, like the whole weird relationship with your mom and shit. That's the closest I got. I don't know movies. So the end of the movie, it kind of had the vibes of the ending of like The Substance, or even like Weapons, where it just gets like really campy and stupid. That's like what happened with all the death scenes. So if you didn't like those movies and you were like, oh, I don't like how like it's all just like bloody at the end, I like how it's all bloody at the end. But if you don't like that, you don't like this movie. This review I'm doing high-key sucks balls. I'm not a film expert, I'm porcelainvino from Tumblr. My favorite movie of all time is a Chinese airplane movie. Please watch Better Man. It's free on YouTube, it's great. But my point is, yes, art is subjective, but I don't think I'm qualified enough to properly judge this movie. As an annoying Tumblr artist with bad taste, I think it's great. But if you want a proper review of this movie, read any of these articles on screen right now. They do a way better job of dissecting this film than I do. I really like this part of this one article, how they describe the end. That was good. I like that one. Overall, my general review of it is that it was really good. This movie was really funny. I was giggling throughout it. But like, I find really stupid shit funny, so I don't know if it was actually funny. Do not trust my opinion. The soundtrack of the movie was good. It was jazzy. I was like bopping my head to the music. I liked it. And like the coloring, I don't know the correct term, like color grading, whatever. It was really pretty. The shots were really pretty. I appreciate how it's a queer film without making it awfully corny or cheesy. I love queer characters who aren't great people. I don't care about stupid romance and like queer, like, not queer joy, that sounds really cruel, but like, I feel like more pieces of queer media need to be more like stupid. But anyway, shout out to everyone who worked on this film, the director, the writers, the actors, the editors, the camera people, etc., whatever. Your movie was above average, I guess. I don't know, I really liked it.
So that's that on that. Comment below if you love white liquid.
It's true. I'm the first Tumblrina to see the restoration at Grayson Manor. But then it hit me. I'm also the only Tumblrina to see the restoration at Grayson Manor. Who the fuck do I talk to about this movie? Everyone who saw this film are film people. They came to this damn festival to see films. I came to Fantastic Fest to see that white guy from Glee. I can't even talk to Eden about it because they didn't see it. I have no one to talk to about this movie in the way I need to talk about it. The people who care about film are talking about the characters and relationships with each other. I just want to talk about the white liquid and draw stupid fan art. Like, who do I talk to about this movie? No one. So, I guess I'll wait. I do believe this movie will eventually get a larger audience. Hopefully, eventually. But in the meantime, I shall do what I always do with media I like. Make art of it. A lot of people involved with this film have interacted with my stupid fan art, probably because I'm like the only fan artist for this film. I'm Instagram mutuals with the lead actor and doctor actor for some reason, which is nice, I guess. I do feel really bad though, cause like I'm a fucking Glee wrestling fan artist. You don't have to follow me back because I drew you. It's okay. Please don't look at my bad fan art from my other fandoms. Chris Colfer liked my post, and my Tumblr mutual was like, I hope he saw your profile picture and had a laugh. Like, girl, I hope Mr. Colfer did not see my Blaine getting hit with an egg profile picture. I'm so scared Mr. Colfer went through my account and saw like my bullshit. Like, I'm so scared. Do not look at my other art, please. And it's like, sure, my Instagram is way more normal than my Tumblr, but I don't want him seeing my stupid AUs and stuff. In fact, if you were involved in the making of this film and you're watching this video right now, I am so fucking sorry. But to conclude, I genuinely hope more people can see this movie. I'll continue to make fan art of it and support it in the ways that I can. Thank you to the people involved in this film. Thank you to Alamo Drafthouse for accidentally letting me get in for free. I'm so glad I scammed you, losers. Thank you to Eden for indulging in my stupid movie. Thank you to Daisy Chain Demon for being my Chris Colfer mutual. You deserved to see this movie way more than I did. And thank you for watching. Make sure you watch Better Man.
Boyd Grayson monkey. Oh.